Really is ding-donging about this match, even though Agassi is 2 sets to love up. Muster, you could say, could quite easily be 2 sets to love up himself. 1-2.
15.
Well, more so than any other player, Andre has the ability to create angles out of nowhere. Slow floating ball, difficult to do much with. Flipped it across court beautifully. Andre mightn't like the comparison, but off the ground, he reminds me, or Monica Seles reminds me of him. They both tend to play very far up in the court and can create enormous angles off seemingly difficult balls. Both products of the Bollettieri Tennis Academy.
40.
Well, Agassi lost that point twice, really. Once with that attempted drop shot, and once with that net cord. Hit the top of the net and came back into the court. But Muster held, and it's 2-all in this third set.
Muster quite often dominates a match just with the sheer force of his personality, and he hasn't really been allowed to do that out here tonight. I don't think he's enjoyed the experience.
Finds the line yet again. Muster again glaring at Agassi's back, as if to say, when are you going to start not hitting lines?
Well, Thomas didn't do a lot wrong in this point, really. That's just too good.
Inside the line, that one. 30-15.
Well, that ability to smother the rising ball is what separated these two here tonight.
Brings Agassi up to 30 winners hit in this match so far, compared to Muster's 16. Makes it 31 winners, and Agassi leads 3-2 third set. Anyway, Muster got a job on his hands here. 2-3 third set. 2 sets to love down.
Love. Love.
Both players have been pretty reluctant to give any calls away tonight.
That was a go for broke, wasn't it?
30-15.
I guess the point is, what do you do when you stretch that far out of court? You float it back in play, you know you're in desperate trouble. Mustard on that occasion really going for it. No real percentage, I guess.
Game.
It's wide. Mr. Levels at 3-all.
3-game.
Just seems to keep going, Thomas Muster.
One of the hardest things in a tennis match when you're down 2 sets to love against an opponent that is really dominating you. Very hard to stay mentally there, and you have to admire this man's attitude.
Love 15.
The public pay a lot of money to watch these guys, and they earn a lot of money. Always disappointing when someone goes home, so to speak, doesn't grind a match out.
Low. 30.
Fourth double fault for Agassi, second in this set.
Well,
Agassi, if there is a criticism, does tend to go for the lines all the time, and if he's just slightly off, they're called out. And he's just missed a few here in this game, and it's 2 break points to Muster. And he gives it to him with his 5th double fault. Muster 4-3, 3rd set. Well, there we see a classic example of concentration just gone there from Agassi, and he's put Muster back into it.
Well, there's an encouraging sign. Muster's just sent a couple of rackets off to be restrung. He feels there's a few more chapters here, a bit more tennis to be played, so that's great. But yeah, Andre did play a bad game by his standards there, particularly finish up with a double fault. He really did give that one to Thomas.
If it did go to 5, then you take Muster, wouldn't you, for sheer endurance, surely?
Well, you would, but also he's the one doing all the work. So if it does go to 5, at some point he's got to get fatigued. At times in that second set, he looked fatigued, really sucking for air, so hard to say. I don't think it will go to 5.
He always seems to be sucking for air, doesn't he, Muster, but just keeps running. So Thomas Muster with a real opportunity now to just nick a set
Seats quickly, please.
from Agassi. Being totally dominated so far, as that scoreline suggests. Just hold on to his serve twice. He's back in the match. 4-3. Muster.
All.
Muster sometimes when he's rallying seems reluctant to open up the court and go for angles. He feels that if he does, he'll be stretched even wider himself, particularly during that rally, and in a lot of rallies he's hit pretty much up the middle of the court.
Third. All.
Fifth ace.
Well, if anything, he seems to be getting a second wind at this point. 4-3 up with a break. Just starting to sense something.
Game.
Muster holds, and now Agassi is going to have to serve to stay in this third set.
Muster leads 5 games to 3.
It's not over by a long way, this match. Agassi just needs to get his concentration back on track. Muster, though, has gone up a level, starting to find the corners.
Love 15.